We were singing, "Where is the buzz? The buzz, the buzz."
Right here with your beautiful voice, Riley. I'm gonna start with you. You're already killing it. You sound so beautiful. But I have to ask you, you come from a musical background, your mom, obviously, and your grandfather. But you were hesitant. You were not so comfortable with your voice initially when you started the early processes of getting this role of Daisy. Talk to us a little bit about that process of how you got to a comfortable place with your voice to what we hear on the series and like what we just heard now.
Well, that wasn't my best. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with a very musical family. All of my family members were musicians, and so it was a world I was very familiar with, but I'd never sang before or played guitar, and I was always more focused on film. And so, yeah, I wasn't a singer or a guitar player, and so for this, I just really wanted to try something I'd never done before, and that's kind of one of my favorite parts of acting is you get the opportunity to acquire these new skills. And we had a wonderful team of teachers, vocal coaches, and a great music team to make us sound the way we ended up sounding on the record. But it was about a year of rehearsing, and it took a lot of work for us.
Well, the final product, the finished product sounds amazing. You sound amazing live just now, I just have to tell you.
Oh.
Yeah. Sam, you too have a musical background. You graduated from the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art.
Sounds very posh when you say it like that.
Yes. But did you find it at all difficult nailing the American accent and the music and playing the instrument? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, like my experience musically was very limited to a few musicals I had done growing up. And actually I found that to be more of a hindrance for this project than it was a help. Purely because
Came in on Broadway.
I basically did. I was trying to sell every song like I was on a Broadway show. So they had to kind of actually peel that back and say, no. There's a voice in there somewhere, we just need to massively manipulate it. The guitar playing was something I'd never done, always dreamed of doing, just never had the time or the patience. But yeah, I mean, my audition, they thrust a guitar in my hands and were like, play this. No, they were like, can you strum? You know, that was literally as simple as my talents needed to be at that juncture. But then, as Riley said, we were gifted with extra time because of the lockdowns and the pandemic, and I will forever be grateful for that extra time. And yeah, in all honesty, I think we were all really fortunate to have had great teachers who helped guide us through each thing. And I think the biggest fear of mine was even once I'd kind of got the hang of the guitar, they were then like, okay, but you also need to be singing at the same time as playing the guitar. So it was like adding a whole new layer to it. It was not without its challenges, obviously, but this is the first job I think I've ever watched of my own where I've gone, yeah, well done, you actually did something, you know. So I'm genuinely very proud of like the work, you know, how far we've all come, and I stand by this work very proudly.
You should definitely be proud, the both of you. Before I let you go, Riley, you said you were created to play the role of Daisy. What was it about her that resonated with you?
I think her, well, one thing that I really connected with was how hard of a time she had being taken seriously as a female in her artistry. And that was kind of the big thing that I related to. And then on top of that, you just have a very dynamic and complicated woman. And I always love, when I get the opportunity to portray those kinds of women.
We love when you portray any woman, any character on screen. Love seeing you in this. Love you both in this. Congratulations. You all well done to both of you, to the entire cast. You guys killed it. So
congratulations.
Thank you. That means the world. Thank you.
Where is the buzz?
Oh, yeah.
Where is the buzz? You said was mine.
Where is the buzz?
Ooh.